Hey guys, Sean here. So I just wanted to do a follow-up video on a video I've done recently where I referenced Mandela effect mistakes and I had thrown out a number, possibly like as much as 50%. I just wanted to clarify what I meant by that because I think there was some misunderstanding, miscommunication on that concept. Excuse me. So I wasn't talking about 50% of the examples. I wasn't saying that maybe as much as half of the examples people are experiencing are likely to be mistakes or invalid. Absolutely not. In fact, um, anything could be a Mandela effect, and there's no real way to discredit or disregard a Mandela effect someone is reporting because it's a personal thing to them. There's personal Mandela effects that only you would experience, and then there's ones that are shared. Some are shared widely. Um, but but yeah, so someone claims that it's changed for them, there's no way to prove it one way or the other. So there's no way to there's no good you can't say that something is some examples not a Mandela effect because maybe it is for them. But yeah, what I was referring to is more about that 50% number. If you were to take 100 people off the street, no, let's say you take 100 people that have claimed to have some Mandela effect sensitivity. So you take those 100 people and they've agreed that yeah they've noticed some of these changes, like some of the big ones, Berenstein Bears, and a couple of the big movie lines. They've remembered that it's changed for them. So you get these 100 people where they've had these changes, and then you're to quiz them on, like, show them like 50 or 100 of the smaller examples, the font changing, or the packaging on a candy bar changing, or the way something is spelled on a product changing. Um, so you take a whole bunch of those, dozens and dozens of these examples, and then the person, and again, this hasn't. This is I'm just this is my impression, my gut feeling on how it would play out if you were to do this experiment. And the people would put yes to a lot of these examples. So I'm saying that all the little check marks on the yes boxes for all the little examples, I'm saying maybe half of those, that person's not definitively sure. It was a change for them. They do not have a strong enough memory to know without a doubt. So they're just kind of leaning towards yes and checking yes or saying yes, or so that's where that 50% came from. And I'm using that based on me and my memories of packaging and candy bar labels and stuff like that. And a lot of them I certainly can't be sure unless I have some sort of complementary or anchor memory to, like, the spelling or something. It's it's hard for me to be definitive that yes, it's a change. It might look off to me, but I can't be sure. So I'm just assuming that that's fairly common. So that's what I meant by the 50% thing. And it might be far less than that. Who knows? But all the examples could be valid, and there's no way to disregard those. Just like another idea. If For me personally, if every Mandela effect was not something I experienced. Like, it's like I didn't have any of those memories of the other versions, except for the one thing that seemed to be the only Mandela effect. Um, no, scratch that last part. Let's pretend we live in a world where a Mandela effect doesn't exist. Not only me, but nobody remembers any of the past ones. Like, it's kind of like how it was before all this craziness. No Mandela effect, all right? No changes. So, and then all of a sudden there was this new thing that came out, Mandela effect. And it was just one example and only one. That's it. And it was Interview with a Vampire. That was the only one. Interview with a Vampire, A, Interview with the Vampire, the. And that was the change. And that was the only change. I'd be like, damn, I know it's different. I swear it's different. But because I just the and it was, there's no way. So anyway, my point is, if that was the only change ever, I would doubt. I would have doubt if it was a change or not, because maybe I just heard it. Well, those sounds are so close. Maybe I just heard it the other way, and I just assumed it was. Um, yeah. So one last thing about this will be like, someone says, "Hey, that old famous celebrity who died many years ago, their name's spelled wrong. Their name's spelled funny, but maybe it was always spelled funny and you just didn't see it in print enough." So you just assume you didn't see it in print barely ever because it was so long ago that this actor was around. You just assumed their name was spelled more normal, but it was not spelled normal, and so you're pretty sure it was a change. But so yeah, so that's kind of all I was getting at. Yep. So I won't take up any more time. Have a great day, guys.